And with any luck at all.
You'll find another picture of me that doesn't show my goddamn double chin with any luck at all.
Well, that tells me that we see it. That's good. I'm just checking the YouTube.
Oh, good
I'm
Lord.
checking the YouTube. Hey, look, Ma.
Picture of me that
We're on the
doesn't
YouTube.
show my goddamn double chin with any luck at all.
Oh, you see what happened there, though? Tells me that we see it. I'm getting that feedback thing.
How about my goddamn double chin? I'm gonna keep saying that because it's gonna keep coming around.
Are we hiding our videos? I'm back. Sorry, I'll hide my video.
I'm back.
Oh.
Hiding our videos is a thing we can do. It works for me if it works for you.
Now say that backwards in the form of a question.
What I have to do.
If you want to live.
Peter, I thought you would appreciate that because that harkens back to our early shows when I used to do that kind of stuff in all seriousness.
But no one must know that it's an alphabet seed backwards. Because if you successfully go through all this crap, please keep it a secret. That's what we want. You know, we're not in it for the attention or the accolades or nothing.
Oh, yeah. Not at all.
Oh, there's nothing like inside jokes to draw in an audience, is there?
Thank you, is there?
I was younger and more foolish then.
Whereas you're old and senile now.
There's very little difference, actually.
That's true.
There we are. Round 78. How does this sound?
Bellish.
Clear as a bell?
Yes.
Good. Good.
You should have two bells. Are you ready? Ready for the sound effects?
Yes.
One if you're right, and one if you're right.
Or one if you're right, and one if you're right.
I like it.
They make a nice sort of, what is that? It's not a chord, it's not a triad. Is it a dyad?
I would assume.
I have to go get some water. I shall return in a moment.
Okay.
And if you're just tuning in to live.mopco.org, Pop Quiz, the improvised game show, will begin at 8 o'clock sharp in just over 8 minutes. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
All right, while he's out of the room, we got to have a plan.
Did you say a plan or a planet? Are we getting our own planet?
Yes, let's take over the world.
Is that Becky? Becky's back?
I'm back, yes.
Hey, hi.
Hi, yes, my child is very tired because he's going to outdoor art camp.
Good. Wear him down.
Yes.
Wear him down with heart.
Whoop. Excuse me, that was my fault. I thought the safety was on.
Did you hit the wrong button again?
But look, you said jiggle the handle. You didn't say how hard.
I know, but I wasn't talking about. Never mind.
Well then there now, I'm back.
Yes.
Hello, I'm back.
What? Very nice to meet you all.
Famous columnist Burma Einbeck having a beverage in the comfort and safety of her own stage.
No,
trying to make sure she doesn't dribble on her beard.
Irma Bombeck was really an important part of my development as a reader.
Yeah.
She really was. Like I read her, I don't know, when I was 8 or 9, probably every day in the paper. I enjoyed her stuff.
Yeah.
She was great.
Hey, same here, which explains why we were so popular in school.
Yes. The little nerds who were reading the middle-aged suburban mom humor column. It's amazing that we got out alive, isn't it?
Amazing.
Well, I have to say, your ability to make a roast is unparalleled, frankly.
Yeah. To make a rose?
Roast.
A roast.
Your domestic skills are pretty darn solid.
I'm a pretty darn domestic guy. That's true. But that comes less from Irma Bombeck and more from hints from Heloise, which I also read. That wonderful nylon net.
Nylon net, that's right.
Dear Heloise, I used nylon net to wrap up my husband before I buried him.
Well, that was your first mistake. You should have just dissolved him in a Rubbermaid container with some sort of acid.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Back.
Did you know you can make your own husband dissolving acid using ammonia and nylon mesh? Heloise will teach you how.
You can even make it in the shape of a volcano.
You really can't ask for much
Rubbermaid is
more.
that it dissolves too.
Hey, the many, many hundreds of people who are dropping in, we just want to let you know that in just over 5 minutes, Pop Quiz will be beginning at 8 o'clock sharp. We'd like to welcome the folks who just dropped in from American Samoa and from the Philippines. Hello, welcome. Is it good morning there? I think it is. And welcome to those from Holland. So glad to see you. And Namibia. How delightful.
Welcome, I think. Welcome.
Willkommen.
Willkommen.
Welcome. Bienvenue. Welcome. I will sing now the entire score of Cabaret
In 5 minutes. Go.
in the original ancient Greek.
Yes. Accompanied by the rhythm of Candor and Ebbs twirling in their graves.
Yes, indeed. I'm trying to remember how to pop out the chat on the YouTube. There we go. There we go. Folks, if you are getting ready to watch the show, we may be asking you for a few things. Pop Quiz is a lot of stuff that doesn't really need as many audience suggestions. But here's the deal. If you just want to make a suggestion, go ahead and make it. We'll see if it works for what we're doing. And if not, we'll still be grateful because we'll know you're there.
Just for the record, Candor's not dead.
Oh,
Really?
How old is he?
He was born in 1927.
Wow.
whoa.
93 years old.
Yeah.
Get him on the show.
That's pretty awesome. Players, we are almost at the 3-minute call. At the 2-minute call, we're going to begin a rousing game of 7 things.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Rousing.
Yowza, yowza, yowza. Extra points, audience, for anyone who can correctly identify the origin of yowza, yowza, yowza.
It's not a Candor and Ebb song.
It is, in fact, not.
No, I thought it was, oh God, the guy who did Minnie the Moocher.
Cab Calloway?
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's how dogs bark in Yiddish.
Nope.
Oh.
It's not what it says on Candor's tombstone because he's not dead, as we just learned.
You know, there is something about. No, I'm not even going to give you a hint.
Does it have to do with baseball?
Nope.
But I'm excited.
This is not officially part of the game show, but anyone who gets the correct answer without Googling it wins a balloon.
Is that a hint?
And we are at 2 minutes. So, Cat Coppet,
Yes.
7 things you can do with an old style bottle cap.
You can wear it as a really tiny head. You can
One.
step on it and hurt your foot. You
2,
can hold one jelly bean in it.
3,
You can skip it on a lake like a stone.
4,
You can flip it like a coin.
5,
You can hurt your teeth with it.
6,
You can clean your nails under your nails.
7. Yay! Pass it on, Kat.
Pete, 7 things that you can that eating a pepper will help you with.
It will clean your teeth.
1,
It will clean your mind.
2,
Make your nose run.
3,
It will cause you to think.
4.
It can
1 minute to showtime.
fire in your belly.
5,
It can spice up your life. And it
6,
can add crunch to your salad.
7.
And Jen,
Yes.
name me 7 things that you can use for packing material.
Underpants.
1,
Somebody else's underpants.
2,
Actual peanuts.
3,
Voting ballots.
4,
Rabbits.
5,
5,
Clouds.
6,
Cotton candy.
7.
Maria.
Yes.
Okay. Name me 7 things you can do with the bones of your.
Oh, so sorry. The 7 things game is out of time, but there's a very good reason for that. And that reason, folks, is that it's time for Pop Quiz, the all-improvised game show from the Mop and Bucket Company, coming to you live from the Mopco Improv Theater in beautiful downtown Schenectady, New York, and from homes across the capital region. And now, here is your host of Pop Quiz, a man who sees absolutely no irony in the fact that he's introducing himself, Michael Burns. Hey, everybody, how you doing? So glad to not actually see you. I am Michael Burns, and I lost the window that has the music on it, but don't panic. I don't know how to run this thing. Here it is. That's very good. And we're just going to take that out so gently, just like that, without wasting any more of your time. I want to bring on 2 teams that I am very excited to present this evening to play Pop Quiz. And by a secret ballot between the Pope and his Cardinals earlier today, we are bringing on first the C-Suite. Come on out, C-Suite. There they are.
Thank you very much for having us.
Sorry, I just had to finish answering an email.
No, I understand. You're very busy, and thank you so much for taking the time to be with us here on Pop Quiz this evening. I know you're busy, but maybe in just a few words, you could give us an idea of what you as an individual are working on right now. Certainly interesting times we're living in.
I'm working on leaning in.
Oh, good. Yes, a very important executive skill. And
I'm working on having it all.
Rachel, that makes perfect sense.
I mean, I do. So I don't know. I guess I got to just cross that off the list.
Sort of an underscoring of what's actually here now. Great. And Alexis.
Well, this is a critical time, not only for our organization, but for our country and frankly, the world. There are some serious initiatives that we are undertaking, and we believe in corporate responsibility. So we are at the forefront of some important initiatives that we would like to engage everyone in, and we look forward to being able to tell you more about that in the future. Thank you for having us on the show.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And you will be facing another one of my absolutely favorite teams in the whole wide Mopco universe, the Bond villains. Bond villains appear here. Wow. Wow. I'm a little frightened.
You should be.
Yes. So, Dr. Infernus, most Bond villains have their own sort of special plan for the future. What's yours?
At the moment, I'm a one step at a time kind of guy. I'm teaching henchman Lawrence that when you take the collars and you put them over the prisoners, you've
Yeah.
got to hit the button that activates the explosives. So when they go past the perimeter, boom!
Boom.
So one step at a time right now, make sure they don't run off.
I see. Very good. And henchman number 126, what's on your mind this evening?
I think after this, I'm going to order Chinese and have it delivered to my psychedelic apartment of doom.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I hope you enjoy that Moo Goo Guy pan. And Silver Pinky, what can you add to the mix?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, I would, but obviously that's not going to happen.
Oh, Lawrence.
So, wonderful to have you all. I'm very, very happy that you're here. And I say without, well, no, I won't. I think it's very important that you and the audience understand a few things about our show. This is Pop Quiz. It's an improvised game show. Part of what that means is that none of us really know what's going to happen, including me, because the show is only partly written in terms of format, and we're making it up as we go along. This is a competitive show. These two teams will be competing. They will be competing for absolutely nothing. They won't really receive anything of import if they win, and the scoring is completely and totally arbitrary. In this way, Pop Quiz is much like academia.
Excuse me.
Yes.
My colleague had something to ask.
Yeah, I have a quick question. The nothing is tax deductible though, right? We can write this off. I can write off my time for being here. We have all those important initiatives, you know, we're just really working on rolling those out as soon as possible. I just want to make sure we can write off our time. I would never, ever venture to give you advice on these matters. I think you should That's
lead,
smart.
lead
Very
with your
smart
heart.
of you.
Kind contribution.
Lead with
Yeah.
your heart.
In kind.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Yes, question?
By nothing, of course, you mean untold treasure and world domination, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, that's exactly. That is exactly what I mean.
As for my bill paperwork, can I claim this as ransom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the Ransom Act of 2020 was passed actually last week by both houses of Congress in your honor. All right, are we ready to get started, folks?
Yes.
Sure.
Very good. We're going to start with the trivia section. This is a team versus team event. This week's trivia section is titled 8th Grade Improv Quiz. 8th Grade Improv Quiz.
No, I'm going to get another damn wedgie.
Quizzes.com is a resource for educators that features quizzes on many topics, from landforms, social studies, obviously, to quadratic equations. We're pretty sure that's math. We were delighted to discover that they include in their quiz inventory a quiz for 6th to 8th graders on improv theater. Improv is coming into its own. It's now being used to punish students with a written quiz. The following multiple choice questions are based on that quizzes.com quiz, although we may have slightly augmented them. The questions are each followed by a challenge. The challenge following the question is purely made up by us here at MOPCO. The way the scoring works is 1 point for each correct multiple choice answer and anywhere from 1 to 5 points for challenge responses.
All right.
Got it, teams? Very, very good. Let's get to it. We're going to begin with the first team out. That was the C-suite. Are you ready for the first question, C-suite?
We are
Yes.
always ready.
Very good.
Very ready.
Bond villains, if you can stand it, very good. I didn't know if they were able to take their video off because they are, after all, Bond villains, but they did. Here is question 1. It is multiple choice, as they all are. What is improvisational theater? A, sketch comedy. B, stand-up comedy. C, unscripted theater. D, scripted theater. E, A pointless, stupid attempt by adults to create meaning, a kind of cosmic joke played on kids like you who should never be subjected to this stuff by mean, pointless, stupid teachers.
Well, it's clearly the last one, but I don't think that that's what the teachers would have meant for the right answer to be if they're actually teaching it in schools. So strategically, I don't think that's what we should go with, even though that is actually authentically the right answer. What do you all think?
Great.
I mean, yeah, Alexis, I really just love the way you got to the meat of that and really just hammered in that, yes, that is the correct answer, but clearly not what teachers would want.
Well, we do have to have an answer from you. So is it, if you've eliminated E, is it A, sketch, B, stand-up, C, unscripted, or D, scripted theater?
I think we should go with the lucky C, as in C-suite.
Oh,
Yeah, C-suite.
yes, C, we'll go with C.
And that is 1 point for the C-suite. And now the challenge. C-suite, the challenge for you is to perform an improv scene as 8th grade drama students who chose answer number 5 would perform an improv scene.
Would you just read number 5 again?
Yes. A pointless, stupid attempt by adults to create meaning, a kind of cosmic joke played on kids like you who should never be subjected to stuff like this by mean, pointless, stupid teachers.
Okay.
And I'll get out of your way and give you the stage, so to speak, and scene in.
Guys, come on. Come on. We have to do this we have.
Such a kiss ass, Jessica.
I'm not a kiss ass. I'm sorry if I'm the only one who has goals in their life.
I have, like, this is going to help us with our goals.
It is. Improv is the future. How else can you learn resilience and like to bounce back, just like what the teacher said?
I have goals to like not be told what to do for the rest of my life. So that's what I'm starting here.
Okay, well then improv should be great for you because nobody's going to tell you what to do. You just get to do whatever you want. That was my takeaway.
And scene. Very, very nice C-suite. I'm going to give that 3 points for a total of 4 points to kick off the match. Very nicely done. Very nicely done indeed. And you will now be replaced on the screen by the Bond villains who are going to tackle question number 2. Oh, that was tricky, henchman number 126. All right, are the Bond villains ready for question number 2?
Oh, we are always ready, right?
Of course you are. This is also a multiple choice question. Question number 2. One rule of improvisation is to avoid disagreeing. What does this mean? A, if you are asked a question in a scene, you have to say yes. B, you have to agree with everything your acting partner says. C, you have to accept whatever initiation and platform your partner establishes. D, you have to get along with your partner. Or E, you have no choice in life, on stage or off. Everything is pointless and stupid.
Well, Camus, I think it's C.
Well, no, hold on. E does speak of existential truth, and I don't think it's we shouldn't be shielding the children from that.
Although the first one, no one should ever disagree with me, or they'll wind up like my friend here. So the first one's got merit. That was the A had its merit as well.
All right, we're running out of time. We've got a quick recap. You have to say yes. You have to agree with everything. You have to accept whatever initiation and platform is C. You have to get along with your partner is D. Or you have no choice in life, on stage or off. Everything is pointless and stupid is E. And your final answer?
D.
D. Let's go with C.
E. What?
C. C for Charlie.
C for Charlie. is in fact the intent of the teacher, we will give you 1 point for that. Very nicely done, Bond villains. And your challenge,
Good seltzer.
this challenge may be met by 1, 2, or all 3 of you. We want to hear a poem written in Bic pen in a hardcover, unlined notebook by a student or students who chose answer number 5.
Infernus, this is you.
All right then. My day is dark. My day is pointless. My father works all day. He's not cool or he's jointless. I roll a doobie behind the hedge. Where I hide from the principal, I squish and I wedge. I know one day I may graduate, but my entire life from now on will be full of hate. Because there's no point, there's no jobs or money. So perhaps this whole life is a sick joke that's funny! Kill them! Kill them all! Kill them all!
Wow. Well, I was originally going to give that 5, but then I realized you were being way too good at the meter and rhyme, so I reduced it to 3 points. However, the group laugh at the end brought you back to 4, and Peter's final flash of the chroma key iPhone brought that to 4.5 points. 4.5 points, meaning that you have a 1.5 point lead. This is 4 for the C-suite and 5.5 for the Bond villains. I have not been coerced in any way, blackmailed, or threatened. I was told to say that.
Michael?
Yes.
For you.
Oh, thank you so much. There we are. Thank you. All right, let's go back to the C-suite for question number 3. Are we ready, executives?
We're always ready.
Once again, multiple choice. What is a platform in improv? A, it's another name for the stage. B, the relationship, the location, and the activity in a scene. C, the who, the where, and the how of a scene. D, an audience suggestion. Or E, it means the whole world with a rug on it, but the rug is yanked out from under your feet because the person you loved more truly than anyone had ever loved anyone ever before in all of history told your best friend that they liked them instead of you and made out with them and then moved to Ohio.
I mean, as much as I relate to E, it's like someone wrote my 14-year-old self down on a Lisa Frank notebook. I what Alexis, I echo what Alexis said in the beginning, is that I don't believe that's what the teacher was going for. Improv allows these.
Would you like a recap of A through D then?
Sure, I'm pretty sure it's B, but go ahead.
It's another name for the stage. That's A. B is the relationship, the location, and the activity in a scene. C, the who, the where, and the how. D, an audience suggestion.
I feel
It's a terrible question.
we need to parse out the difference between B and C a little bit more.
It is really a terrible question because the
That's
who, the
terrible
what, the
answers.
how could be the relationship, the location, and the activity.
Exactly.
This is how improv is apparently currently being used to punish students.
We would like to object and call for the removal of the test designer.
I'm terribly sorry, but that is beyond my pay grade. We have to just.
I mean, I believe it's in the bylaws.
We're pretty connected, so if you could just put us in touch.
Certainly,
Yeah.
I will. I'll get you that contact information. But for now, just for fun, Let's pick a correct answer.
Well, I believe if you
To
were
the-
listening, Rachel said C. To B. B.
I'm-
I'm sorry. She said
I'm-
B.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't, I'm not up to your caliber.
We
so
know.
yes. So I believe it was the intention of the designer of the quiz that B was the correct question. I'm going to give you 1 point for that.
May I ask what was the last degree the creator of this quiz achieved?
I'm really not sure of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a website.
Yeah. Okay. Alexis, Vanessa, I just want to let you know I started a Slack channel so we can
It's
debrief this later.
quizzes.com. This is a game show.
Yeah,
It's a
we'll follow up.
Game show. This is for fun. It's play. Okay? It's play. It's for fun.
Are you insinuating we don't have fun?
Nope, not at all. Okay, here's your challenge. Your challenge is, hey, what the hell? Here's your challenge. Any performance of any kind that you choose that is based in some way, shape, or form on answer number 5. It could be poetry, it could be a small play, it could be an opera, it could be anything you want.
Number 5 was the
I will
one
read
we
it.
pulled out from you. Oh, Rachel.
Hmm.
This was based on your life. Would you like to?
It did really strike a chord. I was trying to be very vulnerable with that answer.
No, I saw your
Sure,
vulnerability. I appreciate it. It's real strength and vulnerability.
Feel free to jump in.
Yeah.
So, hey, I've been listening to that Tori Amos CD on repeat all day long. I too feel like a cornflake girl. I know you moved to Ohio, but it's really not that far. Once I get my license in 2 years, well, I'll get my license, and then in another year after that, I'll be able to cross state lines, and it's only an 8-hour drive if I don't stop. And we could go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and maybe sit outside and demand that Tori Amos be. What am I saying? What? You're not gonna wait for me? We're 14. We're 14. It's crazy for me to think that I found the person I'm gonna be with for the rest of my life at 14. I mean, that's crazy, right? Right? That's crazy. Is that what you're saying? That's crazy? I don't think it's crazy. I mean, look at Romeo and Juliet. I'm not saying we, Are you crying?
Yes.
Really?
No, not really. Yeah, I actually was, because it meant something. It meant something. I even forgot to hit the bell. I think it was Romeo and Juliet that did it. I was
very cliche
moving.
of you.
Men are very sensitive.
Mm,
It was very moving.
it's true, they are,
And
especially in these times.
That really was very vulnerable, Rachel. I appreciate your strength.
Thank you. If I could get that in writing to give to my therapist,
Absolutely. Just I'll talk to
that'd
my
be great.
executive
you.
assistant and
all right, I'm giving that 5 points. So,
Great.
yes, I agree. So that gives you a total of 6 points.
It's me.
For this round,
No,
correct?
for this round, yes, plus the 4 from before is 10 points. Boy, nothing gets by you. And great, let me just recover
CFO.
from that. And if we can bring on the Bond.
Alert.
Bond villains.
Is now on code red.
Good to know.
Okay, Bond villains. The 4th and final question in the trivia portion of the match.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Multiple choice, of course. What does yes and mean in improvisation? A, it's just a game some teams play. B, it means you have to accept what your partner says and does. C, it describes a philosophy of validating what your partner says and then adding to it. D, it is the name of the first ever improv troupe in Chicago. Or E, who cares? This is so stupid.
It's C, guys. Let's just wrap it up.
Clearly E. What? What are you talking about?
What was the first one again?
I wasn't even listening. You pick.
Was one of them kill? Because I thought I heard kill.
No, none of them involved killing.
We're waiting for the bonus round for that. So
one of your teams seems
It's C. It's C.
Very good,
it's
sir.
C, guys.
Very good. C is absolutely correct. Well done. And here is the challenge attached to question 4.
Let me guess. It involves something with choice E.
Show the drama teacher exactly how stupid this is, either without using words or without using any facial expression whatsoever, or both.
All right, guys, remember, they're giving points for vulnerability, so turn it on.
I'm invulnerable.
All right. I'm afraid now, Bond villains, please do not be upset with me, please. But
anytime anyone says that, I think I'm going to be upset with somebody.
I was afraid of that.
Back me up on this one.
It could be a happening thing. You're being upset. Because actually, oh no, not that. No, henchman number 126. I would have to say that you actually did have a couple of rather profound facial expressions. However, the whole piece was so very effective. I would have given it 5, absolutely. But I'm going to reduce that to 4 points. 4 points, which means that you're at 9.5, and the C-suite is at 10
Plus
points.
the point for winning the question.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we are allowed to cheat. Okay.
I'm sensing that perhaps you're being unduly influenced by the
There has been no coercion, nor has there been any collusion.
No.
See?
Well,
Look at my eyes.
Henchman 126
Look in my eyes
did
and
pass you
answer
a
that
fake
question.
$100 bill earlier.
Yes, it was fake. I swear to you it was fake. There has been no collusion, no coercion. I am not being threatened in any way.
Just going to let my snake go for a walk. My snake, who has very good facial recognition and knows their way around Schenectady. And my snake is going to go for a walk, and I hope he doesn't find anyone that's displeased me.
Yes. I did, in fact, make an arithmetic error. The score is, in fact, the correct score is 10.5 for the Bond villains and 10 for the C-suite. However, there's more to come. There's more to come here, and don't
back me up as CFO. You really did make the mistake.
It's just, it's just a dumb game show, guys. Nobody shoot, okay? Nobody, please, nobody shoot or buy my neighborhood and bulldoze it or anything.
Vanessa, is this your card?
Oh, no, not that. All right.
This is not above board.
And so it's time, folks. In spite of the disgruntled nature, I'm going to hold up a few objects on the screen. As I spotlight individual players, they will need to react within 3 seconds.
I'm going to need both eyes for this. Hold on a second.
Yes, you are. Absolutely. With a plausible use or reaction of some kind to that object, points are given for speed, creativity, and on a purely arbitrary basis. A purely arbitrary basis.
Michael,
Yes, I understand.
in that case,
That's some anti-venom.
I truly do. I understand completely well. And here is the first object. Here we go. And
Miss Napoleon, I have bad news about what happened with the steamroller.
We will build this railroad in record time, I'm telling you.
My foot, it's in a block of ice, but it's fine. It's fine because I have this and I'm just gonna get it out.
We're going to punish any employees that slow down the productivity of the factory.
Well, once we break through the ice, there's going to be some good fish in here, and then, well, you'll see.
Well, sure, I murdered him with it, but the bloodstains were in a perfectly straight line.
very nicely done. And for that very first part of the speed round, please no argument whatsoever. That's 3 points for the C-suite and 2 points for please Bond villains. Just accept it. 2 points for the Bond villains, meaning the score is now 13 to 12.5. And here comes the next object. Oh, I'm holding up the last object. That wasn't very bright.
It's the last object you ever.
Here we go. And
I mean, all I see is, oh, there we go.
Has the Novocaine kicked in? All right, you won't feel a thing and your smile will be perfect.
I've made candy canes for the Terminator.
With our new strategy, our profits will be nothing but up, 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 up.
I found this in my niçoise.
That's an accessory from Barbie's Dance Club, and I have signed the petition against it.
Oh, this will hurt. Yes, it will. But your screams will fuel my dreams.
ah, yes, lovely, lovely, lovely. That was 2 points to each team. That was 2 points to each team, meaning the score is now 14.5 for the Bond villains and 15 for the C-suite. But don't worry, this match is anything but over. Please, any sullen resentment directed at me from the contestants will only make me make more mistakes. So allow me to believe that I'm safe at this time. All right, are we ready for the next part of the show? Of course we are. It is time for the wheel. That's right, the wheel. And the wheel is one of the favorite parts of the show, he said, frantically scrolling through his outline.
I can't wait to see who is strapped to it,
Yes, who? I can't see.
Them go
Who is
around. Yeah.
Well, you're going to get to see a lot of things because the Bond villains are going first since the C-suite started. And let's see if we can just get the camera, just the slightest of technical difficulties here.
I know that.
Yes, my hot corner just made all of my screens go away.
Is everything okay, Doctor?
There we are. Much better, much better.
Issue.
Much better.
I could go for a hot corner. You put them right in the toaster and they come right up. Oh, is that good?
Yeah, there we are. There we are. So, Bond villains, I'm going to spin the wheel and we'll see where she lands.
No
Death,
whammies.
death,
No
death,
whammies.
death.
We landed on history, which means that
Death.
your task is to do something relating to a period in, surprise, surprise, history. That's right, a period in history. We're going to give you, say, 5 seconds to come up with the period in history that you would like to address, and then you may commence.
But I have a question. While we are coming up,
Yes.
can we get a suggestion for the scene?
You know, I can ask the audience.
Word ransom.
Yes, exactly.
A word ransom. So, audience, our Bond villains are requesting that you put in a time in history, an era, etc.
As if your lives depended on it.
Yeah.
You pathetic.
Well, let's see what they.
It's just our way of reaching out to the audience and saying, we care.
Yes.
There is a slight lag when we ask the YouTube audience for something.
Really care.
That's
We
all right,
care.
because we can discuss a little bit what we want to do here. Yeah.
So
Also,
once again, audience, you can name a decade, you can name a century, you could name an era, or what have you. Aha! We have
do that.
Oh,
we have it, folks.
We're thirsty for revenge and seltzer.
I'm so glad. And if you can just cease the shtick long enough to get a suggestion in here, that would be wonderful. The first thing we got was the French Revolution. The French Revolution.
Ah.
So, without further ado,
Another night in this place, and I only want to see your face. And I think there will be a revolution.
Excuse me, is this appropriate to be singing about? We're doing the chopping of the heads. We ran out of the cake to eat. I don't. Oh, look! It's the weird cocoon man who come from the bourgeois.
Oh, the bourgeois.
The dream of days gone by.
The singing was very nice, but I don't follow it.
He is dying, can't you see? Why don't you do something for him and me?
See, I come from the Renaissance, and we didn't have the musical theater in the Renaissance. I'm in France now, coming from Italy to France. And the cake and the head chop, I don't know the musical theater. I'm sorry.
I think it's time for a comedy number. It's time for a comedy number.
This is what happens to Dr. Infernus when you interrupt my jet scene. Ha!
Oh!
Oh,
Oh, you poking me hard!
Oh,
It's
do
a
you
dramatic.
see the scene? It's ending now, and everyone will wonder how we ever got
he's
like
crushing my head! No, he's crushing the bed of
The
worst
thank you, thank you, Bond. Thank you. Thank you, Bond villains. Thank you. That was certainly an educational experience for me.
So I didn't know what to
And I've got to give that 3.5 for its sheer energy and, dare I say, revolutionary, chaotic effect on anything resembling a scene. So,
we have spirit, right? We are working on our team spirit.
absolutely wonderful. Yes. Wonderful Bond villains. Thank you. And if we could get the C-suite up. C-suite. Very good. So glad to see you back. It's amazing that I'm actually relieved to see you, C-suite.
What do you
That's
mean
saying
by that?
Yeah, are
nothing.
you threatened by us?
No, not at all. I'm totally happy to have you here at all times. And here we go with the wheel spin for the C-suite.
I think that was a microaggression.
Definitely microaggression. And lack of vulnerability. Like, just say you're intimidated. It's fine.
Oh, no laugh. No laugh. What this means is this. One at a time, the members of the C-suite are going to appear on camera, and one at a time, the members of the Bond villains are also going to appear on camera. The Bond villains are going to try to make the C-suite members laugh. Each time they succeed, causing a laugh to come from one of the C-suite members, the Bond villains will gain a point. However, if I disapprove of the fashion in which they elicited the laugh, that point may go, in fact, to the C-suite members.
Oh,
If
wow.
the C-suite members make it all the way through the full rotation without any laughter whatsoever, they will gain 5 points.
Right.
Are we ready?
So just disassociate and not laugh is what you're telling me?
Well, I would prefer if you, I would prefer if you didn't dissociate.
And I would prefer if you didn't tell my therapist that.
I would absolutely keep that just between you and me and the audience. Yes. So any sort of psychological repression or defense mechanism aside, your task is to keep your focus and not laugh while paying attention to what is being done by the opposing team. Very good. So 2 out of the 3 members of the C-suite are now going to go off screen with me, and 1 Bond villain is going to come on. Each villain will have roughly, 30 seconds or so to cause that laugh to occur. And here we go. 1 C-suite member, 1 Bond villain. All right, on your mark, get set, and go.
They said there's no I in team. That's funny. It's a funny joke. I see the smirk. That's a laugh. Hey, I went to the dentist. I went to the optometrist. They couldn't make up their mind. Hey,
Next.
it's crazy.
Next.
It's crazy.
Next. Yeah, okay, yes. Go.
Hello, Rachel. These are my psychedelic pants. And what do you think about the oranges, Rachel? What they reveal. Yes.
That's juicy.
It is juicy, actually. I've been drinking a lot of seltzer. So,
And next.
Grass is grass.
Next. We're going to do each person is going to meet all 3. So it's there's several rounds here.
so it's lengthy.
And on your mark, get set, go.
I thought spit takes were always funny. Let me try it again. All right, ready? Now that's funny. That's funny. You see, because I'm evil and I'm farting. Now that's really funny because you know, yeah, usually. Should I pick my nose? Do you think that would do it if I pick my nose? I don't really want to though.
And new combination next.
Have you noticed, Alexis, that this round is much like the last round in that the Bond villains are doing all the work? Just all the work. We're just stuck doing the whole damn thing while you just sit there in silent judgment. Well, if that's the way you're going to be.
Next.
Excuse me.
All S, poor Yorick. I knew you well. That was classic. It was funny, and I'll explain why it's funny, which always makes it funnier. It's because I'm explaining the joke, but I just didn't. All right, fine. I'm gonna do physical. And look at this. Oh, my finger! Whoa! Wow! Look at that!
Yes.
Smell that. That's good stuff. That's grade A comedy.
Next.
Oh, this one again. All right. Let's see. Here we go. All right. I need some music, guys. Oh,
We've had this combination before.
It's going.
It's not.
Let's get a new. It's been pointed out that we've had this combination before. Let's have Silver Pinky drop out, and let's keep Vanessa up and have a different Bond villain with no. Yeah, there we go. Good. Go.
All right. This is your big moment. You got your close up. Now. Action. Laugh. The guy's funny. Laugh. That's it. I see it. Oh, look at it. No, like this. Turn that frown upside down. How the
Next and last one. Next and last one. You can double or triple team if you choose. Where is the last of the C? Yes, here we are. Last of the C suites. You can double or triple team.
How's it going? What's new with you, Rachel? I've been dealing with the debits and credits lately.
Pardon me.
I said, have you been dealing with the debits and credits lately?
Baby, look at me. And
Tell me what you see. You will see the best of me. And look around.
Oh,
Everybody, babe.
I was promised everyone would keep their clothes on during this. Not a vulnerability I'm ready to explore.
Bond villains, I am so very sorry, but that
Yet
is
another round where we did all the work.
and 5 points went to the C-suite. That's why they're in the C-suite, and you're hanging out under a mountain someplace.
Mhm.
All right.
I would, if I may, I would just like to say that was very entertaining. It was, in fact, very funny. And for our next company event, when we're looking for entertainment, I definitely, if you want to leave a card with my executive assistant, Sheila, we'll definitely be in touch.
you
That
cover,
was-
Very lovely.
you cover
Yes.
travel and entertainment with that? Do you cover that?
We do. We definitely bring in entertainment for our.
Can I park
Yes.
my hovercraft and get the parking validated?
Yeah. We need to
We have a helipad, so yes.
Oh,
Very
cool.
nice.
H,
Yeah.
same H
That's good.
starts both things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
Got Helen.
I especially enjoyed the no I in team joke. I think the team would really appreciate that.
They would appreciate that. Yes, you can bring that into your corporate event. And while you brought that up, let me take this opportunity to do the shameless promotion part of the show. So this pop quiz is coming to you from the Mopco Improv Theater, empty in terms of being a building, but full of good energy and all sorts of wonderful programs. We have these free shows every Friday and Saturday night for you, our friends in the local and, in fact, global, no joke, global community. We also offer classes on a regular basis. We have a whole new series of one-night classes that we call One Night Wonders. Each class a specific gem of an improv class taught by different members of our company and community. Tomorrow night, we will be doing the improvised blockbuster, and we'll have a guest from merry old England joining us for that improvised movie special.
Bond. James Bond.
Oh, I hate that guy.
I'm not allowed to say whether it's James Bond or not, but the guest will be coming to us through the Zoomage from England. The other part of Mopco LLC is Cuppit, a consultancy that does, in fact, do work with large corporations, with executives all over the world. And my, oh my, won't it be interesting if some of them see this show? Absolutely wonderful that Coppet is represented as a part of the Mopco global business empire. You can find out more about Coppet at coppet.com. Check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/Mopco or /Coppet. And if you'd like to be in touch, send us an email at hey@mopco.org. We love to hear from you, and we'd love to know what is on your mind. For example, at this very moment, Peter C. is saying that what he learned tonight is that Peter D. has watermelons on his boxers. I thought they were oranges, but you never know. Maybe there's more than one pair. All right. Thank you very much. The promotion part of the show is over. Let's have a big huzzah for that.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Absolutely wonderful.
Team, you know, I think we might want to bring these carpet people in. We could use a little team building. Learn some better communication skills.
Communication skills, team building, presentation skills, problem solving, facilitation, corporate events. Coppet does it all.
Listening. The villains are not very good at listening. So just
sorry, what?
Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know.
See, that's what I'm talking
about.
I think she bumped her head on the glass ceiling.
Also, it seems like our accents really come and go.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, Michael, it's 10 North J, isn't it?
The Mopco? Yes.
I'm just pay no attention to the sound of motors outside. This drone is a little flaky.
Ready for the challenge?
I don't really know what he's talking about, but that's never stopped us before. All right, teams, it is time for the word game portion of the game show. This is the word game that's based on the ancient television show Jeopardy. No, not Jeopardy. Password. Brain fart. Brain fart on my part. Password, which some of you may be old enough to remember and others perhaps not. We're going to begin with the C-suite. C-suite, we need to have two of your players up. One of them, if you happen to have your mask at hand, please use it as a blindfold. The other one will be giving clues for a timed portion of the show based on the old television show Password. Who's going to wear the mask?
Want to have a mask?
I mean, I have a scarf. Or
that's good.
Yeah.
Well, the first one I saw with the mask was Vanessa, the CEO. So Vanessa, if you could put on your blindfold, very good. And who's going to be giving the cues?
Rachel. Go ahead, Alexis. You can go ahead. Yeah.
You could also take turns, but it would cost you in terms of time because this is a timed event.
All right.
All right. And I just need to get my timer set here, actually. Pardon for that delay. I know you are very, very, very busy people. Stopwatch, here we go. All right. And we'll share the screen here. Do you see sample word?
I do see sample word. I assume that's not the word.
That is not. We are starting right now. So the clue giver wants to give the clue?
Yeah, I still see sample word.
You still see sample word?
I do.
Yeah. Ooh.
How about now?
Nope, it still says sample word.
Oh, this is absolutely horrible.
Your men aren't henching worth of shit.
Yeah, you better. Hey.
Oh, dear. All right. Well, we're going to stop that share. And we're going to problem solve this. You can have your eyes. All right. So because we're improvisers.
Perhaps she could plug her ears.
Why don't I entertain you with this, Rachel? Yes.
They are, in fact, Peter C., if you're, I'm sure you are still watching. They are, in fact, oranges. Yes, they are. All right, folks, we're going to solve this problem a different way.
Violence! With violence!
Oh, destruction!
No, not with violence. No, not with violence, please. We're going to try good old-fashioned camera taking a picture of a screen.
Wow.
So ugly, it's
Can you see the word? Sample word.
Yeah, kind of, yes.
Kind of. It's a little weird, isn't it? I have no idea why that let me down. But that's a little better? A little worse? A little better?
No, worse. It's black now.
Oh, I know what's going on.
Now I see the reflection of the city behind. Now I see sample word. Yes.
Yes. I have to turn off my virtual background. This is improvised television, ladies and gentlemen, at its finest.
Everybody's getting to see how the sausage is made. I think it's great.
Yes, they really, truly are. Absolutely.
Look, it's
You know, if you're looking for a good vegan sausage,
I believe
I make them out of real vegans.
I believe you've been sabotaged by the villains. That's
I think so.
yeah, so they've definitely infiltrated your
I think that's
technology.
absolutely the truth.
You're not
Oh,
confident
okay.
enough to do it up
So
there.
you can, in fact, see the sample word, can you not?
Yes.
Very good. I'm going to reset this. Oh my goodness. Yes, we are. All right. And on your mark, get set, go.
Oh, okay. On the floor of the pavement, I'm a cat singing about things. Yes, and I'm singing about things that happened, and I'm reminiscing.
Hey,
Yes.
one.
This is what Michael was just having trouble with.
Technology.
Yep.
Two.
Well, I can't, but I will send you to someone who can. I will
refer me.
Yes. Three.
What I was doing the first time. No. So I am a
singer.
Four.
Alexander Hamilton and the founding fathers fought for
freedom.
Or longer word.
The
Declaration of
Independence.
Yes. Five.
You go to a court and they put down their. I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna tell you what you did wrong, and I am giving you my longer
judgment.
Yep.
Yes. Six.
This is a college in Schenectady.
Union.
Yep.
Seven.
It's an old-timey saying. It's got a firearm at the end of it, and the male offspring of a human at the beginning of it.
A son of a gun.
Yes. Yep. Eight.
This is firefighters climb these.
Ladder.
Nine.
Well, I make a lot of these as CFO. You know, our shareholders just want a lot of these made.
Graphs,
and
charts.
True. I'm also I take our money and I put it somewhere else to make it
profits.
And I take our money and I buy other things and I put it into other things like real estate and
interest, investing, returns.
You may pass if you choose.
No. It's you said it before. It's just a longer word. It's like a fancier word. Like the actual property is not investing. It's a
investment.
10.
This is I think the whole rotund of the circle. It's not like half of it. It's all of it. Like it involves like
the diameter.
Yes.
11.
I can't really see all that. This is something that it's another old-timey saying when you're like, you've got it totally wrong. You are just
5 seconds.
You're a canine who is just like,
and
barking up the wrong tree.
Barking up the wrong tree. Very nicely done. That's 11 points. That's 11 hard-earned points.
I was
for-
my sorority's taboo champion. So
Very
Yes.
nice. Very
Very
nice.
nicely done, very
C-suite.
nicely
Good. And if we could trade places, same game, same awkward presentation, different file.
All right, team. Who's
I'll give the clues if you don't mind.
all right.
You've got that. Very good.
Yeah, certainly. As long as you win and don't force me to kill everybody.
Good luck, gent.
And by the way, this isn't similar to Password.
I'm doing
This
it.
is similar to the $100,000 pyramid. So
All right. So the first word is basket, just so you know.
Basket.
That was
Yes.
an easy one.
Very good. But
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure that, Peter, that you could read the word easily.
Sure.
Very good. So we are going to start on your mark, get set, go.
all right. So when you win a whole series of games,
You
you
kill them.
might play for the
The thrill of killing, violence.
pay attention. Now be serious. Like the Super Bowl or the end of all the games represents the
Genocide.
Pass? Is that a pass?
Okay, that was a bad idea. You're out. I'm in. Goodbye.
Okay, now you're in. Walt, you're out. Okay.
All right. That word is also out. That's a pass.
Yes, that's
Here we
great.
go. Go.
So it's a college or a
A university.
One.
yes. When we both feel the same way, we come to an
Agreement.
Battle.
Oh.
not life, but
Death.
Yay.
it's an Italian pie that you have in slices.
A pizza.
Viscera.
Four.
Not a town, but a
Traitor.
Tiny village.
Five.
Hellhole.
Kilgore. Shut up. If
Six.
this is the first thing you're going to do, it becomes your
Priority.
yes.
Yes. Seven.
This is what defines you to other people. How the
Infamy.
Your
about you.
identity. Your secret identity.
No, it's what the public thinks about you. How you
Persona. Your persona.
how
Fear.
people regard you.
Your impression.
If you got a bad
Reputation.
thank you.
Eight.
The police or fire are kind of
Private.
yes.
Nine.
If a surgeon cuts you open, he's giving you an
Operation.
10.
and if you're a canine and you have a lot of years, it's hard to impart new knowledge to you.
Rabies.
Tricks.
Yeah, so that's the saying. So what is it?
Oh, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yes.
That's 11. Yes.
If your computer runs on this to tell it what to do,
Killdozer.
it's not hard.
Code.
It's not
Yes.
hard.
Easy.
Yeah, it's
Simple.
comfortable, like a mattress is.
Deadly.
Comfy. Soft. Software.
12.
This is an appliance that keeps things cold.
Air conditioner.
Death ray.
Also ice.
What'd you say it was?
Air conditioner. Fan.
No, it keeps your food cold.
Oh, your refrigerator.
The morgue.
13 and time. 13 points.
I helped.
That's my lucky number.
I helped.
Excuse me, Michael,
Yes.
Michael Judge. I would just like a point of contention. You can't teach a dog new tricks. Henchman 126 did say the word new when getting Silver Pinky to guess the
And
phrase.
indeed, you said the word invest when you were trying to get someone to say invest.
Ah!
I did. She had already said it
Your
though.
ducks in a row.
Doesn't matter. You use it as a clue.
You could put it
All
through
right.
the brain in a
All
dog
right.
and it will do whatever the fuck you tell it because it'll be afraid.
So here's the thing. C-suite, I understand that you have a point, but they will kill me.
Yes, we will.
Oh no, but Henchman 126 pointed out that I too used it after I thought I could use it afterwards. I understand.
But you understand
The
that
threat
they'll
of the threat
they'll
of death
kill
should
me.
not scare you.
Oh,
They have I am on a floating stage surrounded by an almost bottomless pit that's full of piranhas and alligators and God knows what else.
And what life choices did you make to lead you to that?
Okay, all right. So we are at the point where we have to just add that last bit in here, and I'm relaxed and happy about the whole thing. Trust me on that. What did I say? 13 points. I believe I did say 13 points. 18 plus 13. 31. Oh, by gosh. Oh, by golly. Oh, by gosh. And oh, by golly, this game is tied. And we are almost
unacceptable.
There's only one way to break a tie.
No violence, please. Please, no
You're gonna
violence.
have the audit logs after this to make
Goddamn death ray!
I have an idea for a tiebreaker.
I'm sure.
An extra point because our acting choices are just.
Well, we actually have
Yes.
we actually have a way of handling this, folks. What we're going to do.
Stand perfectly still, Michael.
Anything that approached control that I once had has long been taken away. Each team will be given 1 minute. After a 15-second planning period, you will have 1 minute to present to us. Please don't point the death ray at me. It's enough that I'm surrounded by the
hands
and the piranhas and the whole thing. I would really appreciate it so much.
The countdown. There's nothing we can do. Sorry.
It's terrible. Okay, well, then we better do this quickly. We're going to have the Bond villains go first. You have a 15-second planning period. You can use the Zoom chat if you need to. You're going to come up with a multimedia presentation that will explain to our audience and myself why your team should win. And the audience is invited to give a score on these last two events from 1 to 5 points. If you weigh in, that will be taken into consideration, audience. So the 15-second planning period is well underway. We're going to give it about another, say 8 seconds. And CEOs from the C-suite, you are on your honor not to overplan during the minute that the Bond villains take to perform their multimedia presentation. And we know that business people never cheat at anything, so we can trust you on that. This will take care of the 15-second planning period. C-suite members, if you could clear the stage for the Bond villains. And Bond villains, your multimedia presentation, 1 minute to explain why your team should win, begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Here, we'll start. This movie starts with the story of how someone became. Well, we didn't start evil. Silver Pinky. Remember, we were back in high school.
Yes.
I can see it as if it were yesterday.
That's right, and we weren't at all evil back then. We were good.
We were kind. And you know what kind got us? Wedgies and Indian burns.
That's right.
But then graduation came, remember?
Right. Graduation came. Although we tried to be good, we were covered in crippling student debt.
10 seconds.
Nothing could help us. It was only the evil. We've got bills to pay. We've got children. We just eat soup.
5 seconds.
You've got to vote for us, please.
Please.
Scene.
Please.
Scene. All right, so we invite our audience to weigh in with their opinion, a score from 1 to 5 points, and that will be, of course, considered along with my consideration. And let's see where we are here.
Well, shouldn't the other team perform and then the audience can say, compare the two?
I certainly understand your point, but the cat is out of the bag and the audience is voting, and we are going to respect that process. All right. We have 7, and we have, all right. And
Silver Pinky, I didn't see your last message until it was too late.
Oh, well, that's all right. This is only rehearsal.
taking into consideration the audience feedback and the opinion of your host, on a scale of 1 to 5, we give your final presentation, and that will remain a secret until after the presentation of the C-suite. I'm sure you can understand.
Just reminds the audience that we do have a death ray and a global positioning system.
The voting
Right,
is
thank you very much.
the
Thank
voting
you.
is closed.
We've got the room booked
Villains
now.
voting,
So,
voting is
thank you.
closed. And C-suite members,
Rachel.
on your mark, get set, go.
Doctor, get off the screen.
Yes.
Thank you.
Time. There, we just had to get rid of a villain and begin.
Rachel has kindly agreed to let us in on her therapy session where she is debriefing our meeting.
That's what I've tried to do my entire life. Break that glass ceiling. See that? I have that plastered everywhere. On my ceiling, in my car, my bathroom window. And I think I've done it. But you know what? I thought I did it. And then I saw this. I thought I'd done a lot. I thought I'd done a lot to change the world. And then I saw this.
10 seconds.
I don't know if you're familiar with Governor Cuomo's COVID poster. Have you seen this, Doctor?
5 seconds.
There's a boyfriend cliff.
And
Michaela's boyfriend is
stop.
hanging off, and everyone's
Stop.
just pulling
Stop.
his daughters. What did they do?
Stop.
What did they do? They did
Stop.
nothing.
Stop.
What they want of us. They shut us up and they want us to be cute.
Yes, and your minute
We're
is
strong.
your minute is up. Your minute is up. Audience members, we would ask you please to vote now on that presentation, which was indeed multimedia, both the poster, some Snapchat type effects, and of course the iPhone. Oh my!
The picture of the glass ceiling that we broke,
Broken.
Yeah.
that Alexis, Vanessa, and I
That's
broke.
right. That's right.
Some villains had an iPhone, just saying.
And taking into consideration your host's vote as well.
We also had cute animals. I just want
Yes,
to
we saw the cute animals. Yes, thank you, C-suite.
I have to admit, they had a hybrid human, which is very impressive. We have not been able to perfect that.
Yes, yes, they did. All right, if we can bring.
We should collaborate. You should reach out to us.
we
I
could
heard
bring
you
both-
mention AI before and drones. We're very into tech.
We also don't believe in labeling things as evil. It's all
No.
about
Yes.
results.
That's really open-minded. Do you guys have free coffee?
Let's bring both
Of
teams back.
course.
We have
So,
to
And,
admit it.
I don't think anyone cares at all. But after grave consideration, it is reported, by the way, we have people from more than one continent. Hello, Nishit. So glad that you're with us from India. And now it is time to announce the winner of this week's match on Pop Quiz. Excellent play.
The volcano is watching, so
Yes, I would like to say that it's been an honor to be your host. And as my stage sinks slowly into the pit of despair, I will remember all the love and joy that all of you performers and audience have given me. 34.5 points for the Bond villains.
good, right?
That's pretty good, yes.
We're going to get the
Yeah, that's pretty good. And a total of 35.5 points for.
What?
That's right. That's
you.
right.
Thank you very much.
So
Thank you so
thank
much.
you. I'm going to try to get out of this before my demise. This is Pop Quiz. Tomorrow night is an improvised blockbuster. We are
disappointed
Popco.
my parents yet again.
Yep, there you are. We're coming at you from the Mopco Improv Theater, houses all around the region, and we love each and every one of you. Good night, everybody.
We're hiring. We're hiring.
Yes, yes.